What's up, everybody? This is the Tech Preacher. So McPro24 is a professional camera app that's like no other, and it's nothing out there like this camera app. If you want to take your smartphone video to the next level, DSLR or mirrorless camera type quality with functionality, this is the camera app for you. Now, I've done a video about this in the past on my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and it was good and it was bad. I believe some of the APIs was locked for the Galaxy device, and McPro24 did not have access to some of those settings. Well, I have the Sony One Mark II. And this is a requested video. Somebody asked me, could I do the same app on the Sony One Mark II? Of course I can. Now, I got the Sony One Mark II and I got the app downloaded on this device, and I'm going to take it for a spin. Now, this app here is very intuitive. It has a whole lot of settings on here. Again, DSLR mirrorless type scenario here. If you want to do everything with your settings, you can do it with this app. Everything from histogram, focus peaking, lux, everything underneath the kitchen sink you could do with this app. Now, this app, it has an insane 500 megabyte bit rate. Now, I've tested this out on a few devices, and I try to do 500 megabyte bit rates at 4K or even at 1080p. It works, but for maybe a minute or so, the files are massive. You talk about gigabytes files, but in this video, I'm going to only do it at about 100 megabyte bit rates. All right, this is insane, right? And everything sounds so good with this app, but I've made a video that has some issues because the app was not well received by my Galaxy device, and I had some really detrimental issues. But this app is really good. I think it's with the Sony Mark II, I think I'm going to have a good time shooting with this device. So I'm going to show you about a minute or so of footage that I shot with 4K 24 frames per second. I am going to lock all my ISO and white balance in all my settings. Also, I'm going to shoot at 100 megabyte bit rate. Wow, that's going to be some fun. Sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me give you my thoughts on the Sony One Mark II shooting with McPro24. First of all, the app is really good. It did not crash on me. Now, I tried to do 500 megabytes and I did see that it started stuttering as far as the bit rate. That's a no-go. I would advise to say at about 100, 150 megabyte bit rates. And also the files are going to be very large. This app is pushing this device to do almost 500 megabytes bit rates. Insane. All right, just so you know. Also, let's talk about some of the pros and cons. The Sony One Mark II has a 4K display, which is very beautiful. Unfortunately, in bright sunlight, this device does not get bright enough. So I did struggle a little bit when I'm outside in the sun trying to film. I made a video about this and I talk about this, that the display is not that bright. So if you're gonna use the app, you're definitely going to run into some issues, especially if you're going to be outside. You're going to run into some issues if you want to use manual controls. Also, this phone got hot. Even though I'm outside, it's kind of cold outside, and I'm glad that it was cold outside because this device definitely got hot. Shooting it at 100 megabyte bit rates at 4K 24 frames per second. So I did feel some heating with this device, but it didn't shut off on me. It didn't crash, so that was a good thing. Now, even though you guys saw about a minute and a half of footage, I actually shot almost 45 minutes to an hour of different clips, and I condensed it down to about a minute. So I did get a lot of footage with this device, and it did not cut off on me, but it did get hot. And listen, anything you could do on your professional DSLR camera, the settings, it's mimicking the settings on a professional DSLR or mirrorless camera. So that's why they call it a pro, because this is a pro app. Now, you do have to pay for this app. I've been having this app for a while. I believe it's about 30 bucks. But it works on the Sony One Mark II. But listen, be advised, this camera app does not work on every device. Again, with my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it's definitely a no-go with that device. The Sony One Mark II works very well, but I would advise not to go over 150 megabyte bit rates. Even though you love to push it to the next level, you definitely go run into heating issues and the device will crash on you. Again, it's a smartphone. It has limitations. I think if you're going to go into a professional realm, I always would recommend a DSLR mirrorless camera. But if you want to try this app out, I think it's a fantastic app. I believe that if you want to take your video skills to the next level, this is almost a must-have. But you have to see if your device is compatible, because I've used this on two separate devices. Galaxy phones is a no-go. Sony phones is working. So I had to keep on working with this app and see if it worked on other devices. As y'all guys know, I got hundreds of phones. So I'm going to work with this app, and I'm going to report back to you guys. This is Eric the Tech Preacher from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the MC Pro 24 in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.